A little bit in this 5,000 meters with 3 laps to go, 9:58. So they're going to have to really motor to break 13 minutes. In fact, it's against the odds now. But it's Baalayu who's taken the lead. 10,000 meter, 10th in the world indoors rather, over 3,000 meters this year. 3rd in Eugene over 2 miles. He is strong, we know that. Winner in Shanghai over 5,000. These three have a lead of what? 35 meters, something like that. It's Baalayu who's headed backwards and into the straight now with just over 2 laps to run. It's Yahriz from Baalayu in 2nd place. Barega, Bentrou in 4th place now, beginning to force himself through. Big character Bentrou, 6'2". Mohamed and Walde behind him as Walde, who dropped away from this trio as they come through with 2 laps to run. 11:02, 11:03 on the clock.
Well, as you said, time slipped. It's still going to be reasonably quick, I think, for these conditions. Barega looked as though he was itching to push on there, but he's just decided, took back in again. He knows that Baalayu is dangerous. He won in Shanghai. Yahriz having a cracking run at the front here, trying to run the finish off out of these two. Barega is quick. He's maybe not quite as quick as some people are finishing, but he's got enough pace on the last lap, I think, to worry Baalayu, but just needs to be patient. So they're coming around with 600 meters to go, and there's still nobody making a move.
Well, you've got to remember these are far from ideal conditions. If you've joined us just in the last few minutes, it's a very, very warm 27 degrees centigrade here. Bit of wind about, but it was humid a couple of hours ago. Not ideal as they come into the straight with 500 to run, and Barega at the front here. A cat and mouse game now. They've certainly slowed over after the last 3 or 4 laps. Barega, Yahriz and Baalayu, and the chase still being led by Bentrou, who is moving and closing all the time. He's dragged Ahmed away from the rest. Kiplimo back in 6th place. They hit the bell now in around 12:07, 12:08, and these three are away and into the back straight now. It's going to be a little domestic duster between these three. Barega, Yahriz, Baalayu, place your bets. Certainly taking his chances at the moment. Down the back straight. The man out in front, Barega, with 200 meters to run. Yahriz back into 3rd place now as Baalayu moves into 2nd. There's no quarter being given here. Very quick setup for this race, 7:48 for 3,000. Then that 4th kilometer allowed things to slow a little bit, but now they need to change gear. The finish in sight. Barega kicked for the line. Baalayu on his shoulder. Yahriz hasn't got that finishing speed, but Barega and Baalayu almost side by side. It's Barega who just stays that meter ahead. The crucial meter is what he wins by. 13:04.04, the fastest time in the world this year by a few tenths of a second. But a great racing there. Goodness me. It was Bekele who had the fastest time, 13:04.63 from Huelva just a couple of days ago. Well, that has now been lopped off the top of the rankings.
Well, that's what Barega does. As I said, he doesn't possess great acceleration. He likes to wind it up. You saw him make the move to get in front, 500-600 to go, about 500 to go, and then he just gradually builds it. He takes the sting out of everyone else. Yahriz was still there at the top of the home straight, had nothing left as these two changed gear for the final time. And just for a second, it looked like Baalayu might catch Barega, but he's strong. He's only 18, as I said, and, you know, he's showing, for me, great maturity. You've said there a new world lead for him. I think he's only going to get quicker. He has run quicker himself. It's not a personal best. He's massive talent. Baalayu running for Bahrain, having to settle for 2nd place this time to the youngster.
And the dust up for the minor places was won by Mohamed. He kicked past Bentrou, 13:14.88. There it is, Barega winning 13:04.05, a world lead. Baalayu 2nd, Yahriz 3rd. That's an Ethiopian win from the Bahrainian. Baalayu with Yahriz for Ethiopia in 3rd. Ahmed of Canada, Mohamed in 4th. And Bentrou, it was indeed, in 5th place with 13:16.48. Nice 5,000 meter race there, and it sets